All right, time's now 4:47. Let's get over to Peyton.
Thank you, Leslie. And we're looking at a hot, humid day with fairly normal or average temperatures near the low 90s. And there will be a few storms this afternoon, but not going to be an all-day washout. But keep the rain gear nearby just in case. You may see some of that. You may just hear the rumble of thunder off in the distance, about a 40 to 50% chance. I do want to make you aware we are going to have some river flooding along the Pearl over the next couple of weeks. The Pearl is really rising, especially in Pearl River. It's currently at 15.9 feet this morning. That's minor flood stage. We're expecting it to go up about 2 more feet, which would put you in moderate flood stage. Looks like you're going to stay in moderate flood stage of the Pearl River through about September 3rd and beyond. That takes you through at least the 8th, but after that, the forecast, well, they just don't go that far out. So Pearl River near Pearl River, that's where you'll see your flooding. And by the way, at 18 feet, you usually start to see some water get into the River Garden subdivision and some streets and homes near the vicinity of Gum Bayou. The water could get a little bit close, so that'll happen into this weekend and next week. Chance for rainfall, notice it's hit or miss through Thursday, but Friday and Saturday heading into Labor Day weekend, the chance goes up with a backdoor cold front. A backdoor cold front is just a cold front coming from a little bit opposite direction. In this case, it comes from the northeast rather than the northwest, and it's not going to really cool us down, but it'll enhance our rain chances, and you might notice slightly drier air at times during the middle of the day. I do want to make you aware of what's going on out in the tropics as well. We don't have anything in the Gulf. Great news. The Caribbean feature we were watching, that moisture is still traveling, but it just doesn't look like it's going to develop at all. So great news there. We don't have any threats in the tropics to our area. Now, the tropics, they're a little bit active. We don't have any named systems, but we do have a couple tropical waves we're watching. Medium chance this one develops off the continent of Africa, and a high chance that we get a depression or maybe a storm out of Invest 91. It's still elongated. There's some showers and storms, but still got some dry air. It's still got some shear from an upper level low spinning to the north of it. So it's probably not going to do much in the near term, but in the long term, as we go into the weekend, it'll have a better chance of becoming a depression. Most guidance does take this northwest fairly slowly over the next couple of days. Notice just north of the islands of Puerto Rico and the U.S. and British Virgin Islands by this weekend, and then watch what happens as it starts to approach the Bahamas. It turns, so a lot of guidance is turning in this out to sea. Reason for that, interestingly enough, has to do with what's happening out west. They got a big heat wave ongoing out west this week and into the weekend. That big ridge of high pressure means there's going to be a trough developing on the other side of it. So as you get your ridge building, the heat, you get a trough digging down. And remember, a trough digging down over the east over here will pull anything in the Atlantic with it. So as that trough digs down, as we go into the weekend and early next week into Labor Day, looks like it's going to take Invest 91. And then as it interacts with that trough, notice it immediately turns. So Bermuda will certainly keep an eye on this, and the island should watch this too. But right now, a lot of our guidance shows that ridge being strong sends a trough down, picks up Invest 91, and takes it out to the Atlantic. So that would be great news for us here in the U.S. But locations like the islands and especially Bermuda should watch that one long term. By the way, the next name is Danielle. It has been since July 3rd since we've had a named system. So it has been a long, long time. There's your 7-day forecast. I don't think anyone's complaining about that. We'll be in the low 90s into the 80s as we go into the end of the work week with higher chances for rain.